Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, what are some embarrassing ways that I unknowingly simp? Well, so I'm glad you asked, because I'm telling you right now, none of you guys think that these 4 ways I'm about to tell you about none of you know that these 4 ways I'm about to tell you about, fuck, yeah, that's what it is. None of you know that these are actually simping moves. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear when, how you think what you're doing is okay actually is cringy as fuck, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so I don't know if I actually made coherent sentences up until right now, but I'm gonna tell you how what you're doing is actually pretty awful to women. And I'm telling you right now, 100% of my clients come to my program being guilty of these 4 things. Because this is just how men talk, and nobody told you any differently. And if you know that you're a good guy with a lot to offer and you're not sure where you're dropping the ball, you just know that you're not with the women you want, book a call with me right now, jessicajdating.com/book. Let's talk about where you're at right now, what you're hoping to get out of your love and dating life, and see if we can fill in those gaps together. Again, jessicajdating.com/book. So there's a lot of ways you're actually simping that you're not really aware of. The first one is asking her too many questions back to back. Let me explain. So you might ask her something like, oh, what do you do for fun? And she might be like, oh, you know, I hang out with my friends. I like to read books. And then you might ask, oh, what kind of books are you into? And she might be like, I don't know. I like murder books. Like, wow, murder books? How'd you get into that? And she's like, I don't know. When you sit and ask her question after question after question, what you're doing is you're keeping the focus of the conversation on her. And if she is the focal point, you're now creating this divide where she becomes the star and you become a fan. Because it makes it seem like she's the one who's so unbelievably interesting that there's nothing noteworthy about you. So do yourself a favor right now. Again, 100% of my clients are guilty of doing this because they think they're being inquisitive and curious and showing her that they want to get to know her. But really, it does create that imbalance and that disconnect where it puts you in a position lower than her. And how do you think she's gonna feel if she has to look down on you? The second way y'all simp that you don't even realize is asking her something about her and then saying that you're exactly like that too. So for instance, let's go back to the awful fucking questions from the first example. What do you like to do for fun? She might say, I like reading books. And you're like, I like books too. Wow, we have so much in common. This is basically baiting her into a connection where you force her to give you something and then you just latch on to whatever she gives you. This makes it look like you are pleasing her. Like no matter what she says, you agree and you're the same, and oh, look at us, aren't we so compatible? And those mental connections do not emotional connections make. It makes you look like you are forcing a connection by taking whatever she gives you and saying that y'all are the same. And we women, we start to feel like you are basically trapping us into a connection. Like no matter what we say, you're gonna say you're like that too. What do you like to do for fun? Hang out with my friends. I love friends. Like what kind of music do you listen to? Oh, top 40 and rock. Oh, I like rock. Like it again, you're not leaving us any choice but to see that visceral connection as opposed to us naturally having, or are you naturally creating an emotional one? And that just makes us feel real ick about you. The third one, again, all in line with the first 2, is over-focusing on her without talking about yourself at all. Again, this is in line with the asking her too many questions after questions after questions. A lot of clients are very good at emotionally validating. So I have a client, he might say something like, oh yeah, so what'd you do this weekend? And she might be like, oh, I hung out with my friends were in town. Oh my God, that's so awesome of you to host. You must have had so much fun. Notice it's not a question like the first one, but it's validating. She's like, yeah, oh my God, I did have so much fun. It was great. I love hosting. Yeah, I get the sense that you love hosting. I bet you're just like, you know, you have a blast. And I bet everybody loves hanging out at your place. Yeah, you know, I'm definitely the party house. Oh, the party house. What does the party house look like? Do you see how now, despite us taking what she's giving us and validating it and reacting to it, it's still heavily focused on her. This creates the same exact divide of you putting that puss on the pedestal and you looking up to it quite hopefully. Again, anytime you create that divide, we're gonna feel it. And the more you talk into that divide, the needier you're gonna look. And therein lies the simping. Like you're creating that divide, but you're desperately trying to pull her closer. And the fourth one, I can't tell you how many guys are blown away when I tell them to stop fucking doing this. It's trying to have get to know you conversations via text. So I've been saying this for years on my channel. I say it all the time in my Speak to Spark Arousal program. I tell my clients all the fucking time, stop trying to have conversations with her, because texting is about getting her to think about you when you're not face to face and scheduling a date. Get to know you stuff or having conversations is only for people who are in relationships. But you are trying to see if there's something there first. And you cannot create something there via black and white lettering in her phone, because we can't get a feel for you. We're not actually getting to know each other by listing or writing things out to one another via text. What it does is it starts to associate you with that black and text emotionless feel, where now every time I open my phone, I'm starting to associate you with feeling nothing, because I'm not really hearing your tone, I'm not hearing your cadence, and I'm not able to react in the moment while looking to you in your fucking eyes. So again, this is going to create an even bigger divide, and the more you try to get to know her via text, again, it's creating that divide, but still desperately trying to create something. It also makes you seem like you're over eager, like you can't possibly wait to see her, to get to know her in person, so you're gonna desperately try to do it in the void of the text exchange. Okay guys, yet again, I feel really fucking bad for saying these things in this video, but it doesn't have to be like this. You guys can create these emotional connections with women while not doing the over asking, or the baiting her into a connection, or over focusing on her, or texting these long-winded get to know you conversations. Again, this is what we teach in my coaching program, where we teach you guys how to lead from a place of you being you comfortably and automatically, and then drawing her into you, engaging her on who she truly is, so you could see if she's worth your time. No more pussy on the pedestal. No more of that. All right? So if you know you want to make this change once and for all, book your call with me, jessicajdating.com/book. Can't wait to meet you guys, especially the ones that are genuine and not trying to jerk it while they get on the Zoom call with me. And yeah, stop doing these 4 things. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you next time.